Hello folks, this is Sullla once again. You're listening to another video for League of Legends, and this is video number 300. No, we're not going to be doing a Pantheon video. Sorry, I did have requests for that, but sorry, Pantheon's not a very strong champion right now, and I'm not very good with Pantheon. What we are going to be looking at in this video is we're going to be looking at the start of Season 3 ranked play. Yes, I realize Season 3 has been going on for quite a while, but I haven't been playing ranked in Season 3. And now that we're getting close to the end of the season, I wanted to try and queue up for some ranked games. So this is taken from, yes, a solo queue ranked game, in which I am going to be playing as a Zyra support. Then alongside me here, if you look at the other players in this game, we're going to have a Hecarim player, we're going to have Katarina, Xin Zhao, and we're also going to have a Tristana player. Then on the other side, we're going to have Nidalee, we're going to have a Jungle Nautilus, we're going to have Fiddlesticks, who is nominally a support player, although he has Teleport and Flash as his summoners. Then we're also going to have Riven, and finally Sivir to round this one out. So we're going to have a Tristana, Zyra bottom lane against a Sivir Fiddlesticks bottom lane. So yes, we'll just leave it at that. It's an interesting laning combination. And there are actually some very interesting item starts on some of these other players as well that we'll be taking a look at as we go through the game. Anyway, so I want to talk a little bit about this. For Season 3, I wanted to talk a little bit about playing ranked in Season 3. We had some interesting stuff right at the start of this game. Hecarim wanted us to invade their red. You are missing that because that is not saved in the spectator mode chat. That's why we're all running up here. And in fact, part of the chatter was that Hecarim wanted to give the red buff to Tristana at level 1. And I was like, no, that's a really bad idea because if Trist sticks around to get the red here, Trist is not going to end up getting her red buff until like 2:10 on the clock, and then she'll have to recall and then walk all the way down the bottom lane. So I was like, no, we need to recall back to bottom lane, or we're going to be really, really under leveled, and we're not going to make it back there. So I'm like, we need to recall, we need to go back to bottom lane. We had no idea that Hecarim was apparently disconnected at the start of this game. He would be, or not Hecarim, that Nautilus was not here. He would be back, and apparently the Sivir player is also disconnected at the start of this game. So yeah, solo queue fun times for all, and note how slow Trist is at getting down here to this lane. But anyway, I wanted to talk about Season 3. I'm going to be playing ranked games from here to the end. Going to try to do what I can, hopefully, to have put up a good performance here in solo queue. I'll be streaming if people want to follow that, as we see Nautilus now gets back in, and maybe he's duo queued with the Sivir player. But anyway, they both get back into the game, and I believe that they stick around for the rest of the game. We actually did not know that they were disconnected. And Fiddlesticks, by the way, actually did the blue to start, so I have no idea what was up with that. Why he decided to steal from his jungler at the start of the match, rather than just going and farming a solo lane or something. But anyway, yeah, really weird start. Triss got to the lane super late. You can see Sivir and Nautilus are getting to the lane super late, so on and so forth. What I wanted to do in this game is I want to try to show, contrary to what a lot of people might believe, that it's very possible to win games and carry games even in the support role. I play support more than anything else. Basically, I'm a support main. That's the role I play on our ranked team of 5. So in the past, I've tried to play carry roles in solo queue. No longer really want to do that. Feel that you should just play what you're best at. And what I want to try to demonstrate is how it's possible to not just win games as a support player, but really to take control and even dominate games if you're playing support. So the first and foremost, is you want to win your lane. That's always the basic of anything in solo queue. Try to get ahead, try to win your lane, and then from there, try to snowball a 1 lane into a 1 game is the idea. And this is a perfect game to do this because the Tristana player I'm with is not very good. And that will become very apparent as this game goes on. So like right now, Hecarim is at our red, and Tristana goes to take the red. Well, that might be good at another point in time in the game, but Trist just decides to leave an entire minion wave here. This is a lot of gold and a lot of XP. Decides to leave all of that to come up here and get this red buff. This is a terrible time to leave lane. So Triss gives up, I don't know how many minions. That was like a full wave, so I'd say about six minions roughly. Doesn't get any gold or experience from any of that. to go and leave the lane. And yeah, you will see that the last hitting, well, you'll see as we watch this. I don't expect perfect last hitting or anything like that, but it's not good. So in this game, I'm playing as Zyra. The idea for Zyra was, I think that she's a nice champ to play in solo queue because as supports go, she has the potential to, well, get kills pretty easily in laning phase with her root, and she's also scales really well in team fighting later in the game. Her Stranglethorns is a great ultimate for playing in solo queue and just offers a lot of disengage potential, all that jazz. What I've done right here is I'm trying to help us out by controlling the map in terms of vision. Check out the vision for our team. We've got a ward here by Dragon. We have a pink ward here, although that didn't come into play. And we have another normal ward here. So we're very safe from ganks. Now check out the other team's vision. No vision whatsoever. They don't have any vision on the river. They have no vision in the tri-brush. They have no vision in any of the side lane brushes, although they control that. If you look at the items that Fiddlestick started with, he's playing support, and I put that in quotation marks. You can't see me doing the air quotation marks here, but trust me, that's what I'm doing. He's playing support Fiddlesticks with a Doran's Ring and 2 health potions. So what this means is that their team is completely wide open to any kind of ganks whatsoever. And I've already typed to our jungler and said, hey, their team's pushed up under tower. They have no vision whatsoever, so they are, you know, wide open for a gank. And Hecarim's going to come over here and he's going to look to, you know, pull off a gank here. He actually comes at the wrong moment, but anyway, we're going to watch this. So I'll slow this down right here. I'm going to root Sivir. She spell shields, but it's too late, so I'm going to get the initial root there on her. We'll speed this up. I also exhaust Sivir, forces out her flash. Now in comes Tristana, and here the red buff does actually come in handy because we're going to go ahead and get a kill onto Fiddlestick. So even though we targeted Sivir, we actually ended up getting the kill on Fiddlesticks, and that's an interesting use of the Boomerang Blade there. But anyway, look at what we've done now in bottom lane. We've popped on Sivir, we've popped her flash, we've popped her barrier, we popped the flash on Fiddlesticks. They still have no ward coverage whatsoever down here in bottom lane. See? Still no wards. That's their vision. Check out their vision. Nothing. We actually get a double kill up in top lane. Not exactly sure what happened there, so that was a very good sign. But anyway, we you know, vision control down here. Now, okay, Fiddlestick survives. He then teleports back into the lane. Again, interesting summoner choice there. If he'd had exhaust, then he probably would have survived in that last fight. But anyway, he's going to teleport in. Note that Sivir has no mana. She's taking all this damage from the minions. Look how low she's going to get here, down to 200 health right here. I was going to recall back to base, but I was like, you know what? I'm full health. I'm full mana. Check out this Sivir. She's on 100 health. I'm like, you know what? Screw you, Sivir. I'm going to flash in, and there's a Q, and just take that kill. Very, very easily. I mean, that was just such an easy kill. Sivir has no, she's got no mana, so she can't spell shield anything. She has no flash. We saw it burn before on the first gank. She has no use of barrier. She used that before, and Fiddlesticks was not even that close to her. She's on 150 health. She has, you know, no mana, no summoners up. Flash, get the kill, easy stuff. So again, anyway, what that does is that put a lot of gold in my pocket. So I'm now level 5. Check out Sivir's only level 4. I've actually out-leveled their AD on the other side. And I've gone ahead and turned that into items. So I'm able to just straight buy Sightstone, which is very powerful. The health makes me a lot tankier. And of course, it allows me to get even more vision control. I've also picked up more wards, and I picked up a pink ward so I can sweep out their vision. I still have the Fairy Charm. We'll upgrade that later. But again, the idea is vision control. If we can shut down the amount of vision that they have on the map, we'll be able to snowball this to a victory. Right here, our team's already invading. We're taking advantage of the fact that Nautilus was disconnected earlier, the fact that he's under-leveled, the fact that their Fiddlesticks player somewhat foolishly stole their blue, so Nautilus couldn't do it. Now, right here, we have a free dragon. It's pink. There's nothing there. All we need is for our mid... all we need is for Katarina and Hecarim to come down here, and it's a free dragon. But they choose not to come, so we're forced to back off. And, you know, sometimes that happens. Not much you can do about it. We had a dragon, but teammates, they ran off to mid, and I think they got Nidalee's flash. Yeah, they got Nidalee's flash, but they didn't get the kill or anything like that. So anyway, now we're back to... I guess they did manage to get a kill there on Nidalee, so it wasn't all for naught. Now in comes Hecarim, and yeah, he totally whiffs his ult. Just completely missed everything with his ult. Oh, very interesting. The stuff that you see in these placement matches. I had some suggestions that we use this as a bronze medals game. And, you know, there's plenty of stuff in this game that we could have used for that. But this is not technically bronze. This is a placement match for ranked. Which means that these are mostly new players So I have no idea where they're going to get placed. But anyway, check out this here right now. We're going to have another bronze medals moment here. Okay, so Tristana jumps in to do the double Gauntlet camp. And Trist has no lifesteal and no attack damage items. Oh, no. Oh, no. How's this going to end? She's down to 100 health. Down to 70 health. And she's going to use her ultimate. And Buster shot the double golems to get that kill. Interesting decision. And so because of that, now Trist is not going to be in lane as 2 full waves of minions hit the tower. So nice use of ult down, and double golems out of there. So whatever. It works out because I'm here, and as long as someone is getting the gold and XP, it's understandable. But yeah, that would have been a lot better for her just to be here to get this. And by the way, check out the farming. Pretty decent for a support here under tower. Got, I think, all but 3 of those creeps. I think that was about 7 out of 10, which is not too shabby when you're playing a support. Okay, anyway, let's look at the laning phase again. There's still more action elsewhere on the map, but we're going to be mostly focused on the bottom lane here because that's what we're interested in, watching how to try and, you know, try to win a game from the support role right here. Okay, so what have we got? Well, their team summoners are... Actually, they're not quite back up yet, but what we can do is come up here and... Do we see that ward? No, we don't see that ward. I was hoping Trist would just rocket jump onto Fiddlesticks. Like, she's still got that red buff, so if she just rocket jumped on Fiddles and then auto-attacked him, he would not have been able to run away. Note that Fiddles has no boots down here. No boots. But chose not to do that, so a little bit unfortunate. Anyway, now watch what Trist is doing. She's still kind of running around up here, not farming. So, yeah, a lot of fun going to waste. Check out the minion totals down here. Trist on 33 CS. That's not very good, but Sivir's only on 37 CS. So, whatever. We're going to be able to deal with that in any case. If you check out the global gold down here, I actually have more gold than this Tristana player does. I'm actually 150 gold ahead of her, which is kind of funny. And she's going to miss that CS too. Anyway, what we can do right now is their lane is not here. Sivir is over in mid. She's covering middle lane, but that means she's not here. And is Katarina going to be able to get away from this? Riven's popped her ult. Oh, the jukes, but I still don't think it's going to be enough here. If I remember this, I don't think that Lord Kefka 06 managed to make it out. No, not able to make it out. But what we are able to do is, because their bottom lane was not here, we're able to take that tower. So we are able to claim an early tower. Top lane already got a tower. And that'll help snowball our team ahead. Note that we're already quite a ways ahead in gold. We're 5,000 gold ahead. And some of that's in other lanes, but a lot of that is in this bottom lane too. Check out the gold totals. I'm 1,000 gold ahead of their support. So I'm, you know, doing my part at least to help build advantages. And again, vision. Check out the vision on the map. Look at where we have wards. We have their entire blue side jungle warded up on the map. Check out their vision. They've got 1 ward here, and that's it. So they have very, very little. Up here, we're going to come to mid. Now that we've gotten bottom tower, and we already have top tower, our goal is to try and take the middle tower. That's our goal. Now that we've already gotten this, their bottom lane's going to have to farm here. So we're going to look to try and take this. In comes Hecarim. Going to jump in and misses knockback, unfortunately. He missed his... What's his E skill called? He missed his devastating charge, so not going to be able to do too much there. But we've got numbers here, and we're going to look to shove the mid. Either we'll get the mid tower, or we'll force their bottom to come mid. As it turns out, their bottom came mid, but that means their bottom is not farming, and that's a good result for us too. So anyway, they have, I think they have all 5 mid here. I'm going to root their Fiddlesticks right there, but I think we have all 5 here too. So we've got an RM game going on right down here underneath their tower. And I'm going to toss down my Stranglethorn's ult just for the disengage right there. It's not going to kill anyone, but I wanted us to get out of that fight. That said, it maybe could have been done better. Okay, Katarina goes in. She's going to flash right there, jump in for the kill. I'll go ahead and slow this down. Or actually, the battle's already over. I'll look to slow it down because guess what? The action's not done yet. Oh, you might think the action's done, but no. Not in this game. Action's not finished yet. So I don't have an ult up, but I do have everything else off cooldown, including exhaust if I need it. So I see Fiddlesticks about to ult in, so I'm like, okay, let's root Fiddlesticks right here. So I'm going to root him. Xin Zhao's going to dash in. He's going to get the first kill. Now he's going to continue diving, gets 2 kills. Tryndamere is... Oh, wait, is that Tryndamere? No, that's Riven. I'm sorry. That's the skin. And, well, Riven's going to go down 2, and then Triss gets taken out by the tower. So in an absolute bloodbath, that's a 3 for 3. which means no real advantage to either side. Yeah, just total sheer chaos. So what I want to do is I'm like, okay, well, we've got a free dragon, so let's take this. I ping the dragon. I'm like, let's do dragon. So Hecker and I are going to take this. Again, utter carnage on the map. You can't stop your team from doing crazy tower dives. But what you can do is you can make sure that you get objectives afterwards. Their team does not have vision on us doing this. So again, the vision control, I'll highlight it again. There's our vision, there's theirs. They have a little vision down here, but nothing at dragon. So we're going to go ahead and pick that up, and that'll get us another 1,000 global gold to help us snowball this game ahead. And in fact, I'm actually sitting on a ton of gold right now from all that action. Note that I'm sitting on 2,200 gold. Check out the gold totals here. I have more gold than Trist, substantially more, 800 gold more, and I have more gold than Hecarim too. And if you compare to the support and the AD on the other side, I'm really far ahead. So let's invest that into some items that can help us here. What I'll do is I'll finish the Sightstone. So we've gone from the normal Sightstone up to the Ruby Sightstone, which is nice. Finish the Philosopher's Stone because it's very early in the game, only 15 minutes. I'll go ahead and grab a lucky pick as well. I'm going to look to build this into Morellonomicon, which is a very nice support-ish type item that you can build on someone like Zyra. Fits very well on her. It's also pretty good on Janna as well. And Boots as well, and then more wards. So the Sightstone wards, 3 more normal wards, and then a pink ward. And this is what you want to be doing as a support. The 3 wards you get from Ruby Sightstone are not enough. You need to buy more wards. Anyway, elsewhere, I'm going to come into this fight in a minute, but our team cannot resist team fighting, so that's another death and another kill exchanged on this team. They're going to look to continue this fight, so I want to come in here and try to help this out. I missed my route, unfortunately. I'm going to get down to Stranglethorn, and that's going to do a pretty good job of zoning them away. In comes Xin Zhao, so we're going to pick up 1 kill right there. Next, we're going to continue chasing. Hecarim goes in. We are going to root on Nautilus right there, and that's going to allow us to go, what was that, 3 for 1 in that exchange? Yeah, 3 for 1 right there. And I actually pick up another kill. I'm even 306 on this game right now. So we've got a chance to push mid lane, except they have 2 here, so not really going to be able to push. Instead, I'll use this time to ward up the map, toss down another ward there, and then I want to get some wards over in their red side jungle as well. I think that's where I was going to head next. But again, that's the idea. Once you get ahead, start investing in vision, start investing in aura items. Zyra is a support where you want to build a little bit more in the way of ability power. You don't want to be building items like, I don't know, like you can build something like an Aegis on her, but it's kind of awkwardly placed. You kind of do better to build items that are a little bit more AP focused. Up here, Xin Zhao is face checking into the brush. I'm going to get a word down for him. Now he's in all kinds of trouble, so I'm going to roots behind him to try to help get him out. Sivir's going to pop her ult, and there's going to be a plant there to try and discourage her. They actually have pretty good vision. They have better vision than I thought up here, so someone was warding their jungle up here on the map. Despite all our vision, it's still not going to be enough to get us out of this situation. We've got their team chasing after us here. I have to loop around. Anyway, Tristana going to get jumped on, and their whole team is running after this. Are we going to be able to get everybody out of here? As of right now, the only one caught is Hecarim. Going really deep. Is he going to be able to make it out? No, he's not. Now, Nautilus uses his ult on me, which is going to force my flash. I'm going to go over the wall right there. And Nidalee is not quite going to go down. All right, yes, she is. Actually, she did fall to Katarina there at the end of that fight. I got in trouble putting this ward down, that one right there, but we needed vision on that spot. In any case, that fight's going to break off, and I believe it ends up as a 1-for-1. Fiddlestick's actually making a bit of a nice play here, going to steal this blue buff that we did not have vision on him doing that. In any case, though, more kills, lots of kills everywhere, 19-9 in kills. At this level of play, it's just non-stop team fighting all day, all the time. So, ward up, ward here, pink here, and if I can keep the map warded, I can probably keep the team from doing anything too stupid. That's the basic idea. So we've got their red side jungle and their blue side jungle. We've got pretty decent ward coverage. And their vision, they've got these 2 wards, but they're both about to die, and as soon as they die, guess what? Their team's not going to be able to see anything. I have no idea what Xin Zhao's doing right now. So our Xin just goes into the middle of their team. I was a bit frustrated when I saw this in game because I was like, what the heck? We got vision on the whole map. What are you doing? You just went into a 1v4. Did you see his approach? He like walked. I don't even know what to say. Anyway, though, item I did pick up here was the mobility boots. which is a really nice buy on a support like Zyra, because you're going to be running around the map, and it makes it easier to run people down and root them, which is kind of how you want to play engages. Anyway, right there, I'm going to root, I think, 3 people on the team right there. Fiddlesticks jumps in. I toss down my ult to knock him backwards to zone him away while his ult's up. I'm going to exhaust Nidalee as she jumps in. And now Katarina's dashing around, getting kills all over the place. However, team dives too deep, and it turns into a 3-for-3 with max carnage on all sides. The team just stayed under the tower for way too long. So once again, in another fight, I survive, and everybody else around me just dies. Like, look at the deaths: 3, 3, 5, 2, and 0 on the support, who has the least health of anyone. Oh. Anyway, like I said, these games are very interesting, but people just cannot resist that urge to dive them towers. In any case, though, our Katarina's 11-5, and our Katarina has a Magi's, and she's been stacking it up. So, how many stacks does she have on this thing now? 7. She's got 7 stacks on it right now. And, yeah, so I guess as long as she's still getting kills, it doesn't matter that much. Okay, their team's heading over here to do blue. I wanted to come over to get a ward down there. We know that, actually, because Dragon's about to respawn shortly, so we want to reestablish vision. I see Xinjiao's here. We want to get vision down here. I'm going to root Nautilus again. And unfortunately, this has turned now into a 3-on-2 in their favor. But is Shin going to be able to get this kill? He's still diving after it. He wants to get it. He will get it with his red buff. Right here, I'm going to root the Sivir. I'm going to root Fiddlesticks, excuse me. He won't be able to get away. And then the rest of the team piles on. And it actually turns into a triple kill for Xinjiao. Again, don't want to keep harping on this, but our vision, we had pretty good ward coverage, and they were totally blind over here, outside of that ward there. And now Dragon's respawning. I've got a pink at Dragon, so we're going to have an easy take on Dragon as well. Now, while we're taking the Dragon, I noticed this. I'm like, oh, Riven's pushing top lane, and nobody is in position to defend that. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to hold this tower. So watch. I'll lock the camera on me for the moment. I'm going to go back to base. I'm going to pick up Home Guard, and I'm just going to race up here to top lane to make sure that we defend this tower. Because even though nobody else is really paying too much attention to this, Trista's like belatedly realized it. I'm going to get over here and scare her off the tower to try and minimize the damage done. So basically just trying to do a little bit of everything, trying to hold towers, trying to ward the entire map, make sure I'm there for any team fights. Just basically try to do everything for the team and try to minimize the amount of mistakes that we are making as a team. As long as we can continue to do that, we should be in pretty good shape. Okay, so ward coverage again. Wards are dropping. We don't have any wards on the map, or very few. We just put this one down. So we need to reestablish ward coverage. I'm going to toss a ward down right here. And does Nautilus know we're here? Nope, doesn't know that we're here. So we'll start red, and if he comes, we'll look to turn and fight, because we have 4 people here, and we're a lot stronger. Okay, so Nautilus goes in. I'm going to toss down the root once again. I root 2 people. Stranglethorns comes out. Going to knock 2 of them up into the air. And now Katarina will dash around doing all the stuff that she's wants to do. We did lose Kat there in that fight, and I think we could have avoided having her die. My exhaust almost off cooldown. I could have exhausted Fiddlesticks if that were off cooldown, and we are actually going to pick up another kill there, so that's an ace. And yep, now we've really managed to get ahead. We're ahead by about, what is it, about 11,000 gold at this point. So we just aced their team. What we need to do is push. So I ping the tower. I'm like, let's push. But even though everyone on the other team's dead, are we actually going to push here? Yes, I think that we're going to. Even though people are low, I think we're going to be able to. So there we go. I think I might be thinking of another game where everybody recalled after we had aced them or something like that. But anyway, we do get a tower out of that. So we got, what, 5 kills, 5 for 1, and we picked up a tower in the process. So that's a good result for us. I'm going to head back to base. That allows me, let's see, I believe I had enough gold to finish the Morellonomicon. So if you want to see what this is, here, what this does here is it is 75 AP, 12 mana regen, 20% cooldown reduction, and deals magic damage to enemy champions below 40% health, inflicts grievous wounds. So that is the anti-heal passive, basically, the thing that shuts, it's like an ignite, basically, it shuts down healing. So this item is a little bit better if you're in a game against us, you know, like a Swain or a Dr. Mundo or something like that. I did make a mistake with itemization here. Too much cooldown reduction, 20% on Morellonomicon, and I bought the Kindle gem that's 10% CDR, and I also have 20% CDR from points in rampant growth. So I have way too much CDR here, and that's a mistake in this build. I should not have built the Kindle gem. This was going, I was thinking to go towards like a locket or something, but that's just a mistake in terms of itemization because I don't build Morellonomicon very often. I forgot that it gave CDR. Okay, anyway, so there's not too much going on right here. This is where I'm going to make probably my biggest mistake in the game is I'm going to ward and I get caught out and I miss the root right there. That's a big mistake. I'm going to throw down the Stranglethorns, but I've been feared by Fiddlesticks. And right here, I'm going to get silenced and that causes me to fail the flash over the wall. Now, their team used a lot on me. Don't get me wrong. They used quite a bit of stuff on me. They used, let's see, they used the Nautilus. I think they used the Nautilus ult, and I got hit with a couple of summoners there, I think. But that was just a mistake. Not only did I get caught out, I failed my flash, and I was just in a bad position to begin with. So that was probably the biggest mistake I made in this game. And that was readily avoidable. You really don't, you don't really want to do that. So, meanwhile, while this is going on, the rest of the team is just kind of doing the same thing as before, running around team fighting, although that was pretty funny when our Katarina player just shumpoed in and immediately got a kill onto their Nidalee player right there. Who actually even has a Spirit Massage. And then Fiddlesticks is going to use his ult and hit absolutely nothing. And then Xinjiao is going to dash in here, although he doesn't seem to realize everyone else on the team is low. So he's going to dash in here 1v3. There's the Crescent Sweep. Are we going to be able to get a kill? Triss jumps in. She will get one. Is she going to be able to get the resets jumping after, although she's not attack move walking? So anyway, it's going to work out. We get more kills, but this is just because we're ahead. These are really sloppy fights. And in fact, while I'm dead, our word coverage has slipped. Check it out. We do not have very good vision. I need to get words on the map right now. That's the biggest deal. Oh, here our team maybe could have pushed, but everybody just decided to back. So anyway, let's remedy our lack of word coverage. Need to toss them down all over the map. You should always be buying wards as a support constantly. As I said before, your Ruby Sightstone wards are not enough. You need more than that. So been able to get the red side jungle totally warded up. And this is going to be a big deal because if you check out our vision, note that Cat is pushing on 100 health deep into enemy territory, but because we have the jungle warded up, we're going to be able to see them coming, and instead of dying and losing a third of her Magi stacks, Cat's going to be able to walk out of there with no problems. And again, that's, due to having good vision. I mean, we've got really nice vision control all over the map, so I just need to keep tossing down these wards and go from there. Here we see that Riven's kind of down here by herself. Did she pop her ultimate? Yeah, she did pop her ultimate there, so that's an interesting choice. And now the Grand Chase after Riven's going to be on. You can play the whatever chase music you like here, Benny Hill music or whatnot. So she is going to run deep into our territory. And up here, Xinjiao's going to go after Fiddlesticks, but I don't think he's going to get that kill. So anyway, here we run into Riven. And I come over here, I'm like, okay, Riven is going to dash over the wall because she is not going to 1v2 this battle. I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait here, and she's going to dash over the wall, and then I'm going to root her. And she never jumped over the wall. She just kind of stood in place auto-attacking. I was like, okay. Yeah, alright. So anyway, I thought we would do Dragon right now. I wanted us to try and take that. This game continues to be disorganized, though. And yeah, people are just kind of randomly moving around the map. This red's up. I figure we go ahead and take this. And there's more action going on back here. Xinjiao is really far ahead. He's 13-3, so he's really fed, but goes in 1v2s, and Katarina will get a double kill there, but it's still not a very good fight to pick. And Nautilus is back here, and now Cat's 1v1ing again, so we're going to come up and try to help out. She's going to get the kill. Well, actually, elsewhere, Nidalee is able to get a kill, and is Cat going to pick this up because she's really fed? Yes, she is. Now up to 17 stacks. Here's where I make my second mistake of the game. Riven's going to jump in on me, and I should have exhausted her here, but instead, I actually get critted by her, and she's going to kill me. Now, the rest of the team will immediately mop that up, but still, that was really sloppy. Even though it gives Katarina another 2 stacks, that was a really bad play. I should have used exhaust there. It was pointed out to me, though, I did get critted by Riven at relatively low odds. Wait a minute. Sorry, didn't want to move the camera. Fiddlesticks again, ults and hits nothing. All she had was a crit strike. Cloak of Agility right there. So that was a little bit unlucky at only 15% crit chance, but whatever. It happens. I was out of position, and I should have been able to avoid that. I also missed my root there. Anyway, at this point in the game, the game was just kind of dragging around, not going on anywhere, and I was like, okay, guys, we're just like wasting our time here. Let's actually group up and finish this game, because for the last 5 minutes or so, our team's just been like randomly wandering around the map and fighting, and we're not doing anything. So it's like, okay, let's take Dragon. Trista's gonna pick up Dragon, so we'll do that. Grab Dragon, and then, you know, let's look to actually group up and push something, because there's no reason for this game. Like, this game should be over right now. There's no reason for this game to continue. So, okay, let's get the Dragon, do that. Let's ward up the map again, so we've got good vision control. I'm going to toss down these wards here in their red side jungle. We see that their team is wildly out of position again, so we're going to look to collapse on them mid. Here I come around from the top side. We're going to look to jump on these guys. I'm going to get the root right there onto Nautilus, and then get the knockup with Stranglethorn, so we're going to pick up that kill. And as soon as we kill him, I immediately ping Baron. Why? Because we killed their jungler. And we're so far ahead. Their team, we know that their team's going to back. We figured that their team would be recalling in top lane. I'm like, Baron, come on guys, let's do Baron. And this is part of what I mean by how you lead, you know, can sort of carry or lead as support. So, you know, you encourage the team to come and take objectives, whether they would have done it or not. I very much doubt that they would have come and done Baron otherwise. But check out our ward control. Again, we've got the whole topside jungle warded up. They cannot get to Baron without us seeing. Katarina's lurking around here. Kat and Xin Zhao are lurking around here, so they can't get to Baron without us seeing them. This is totally free in terms of objectives, so let's do it, right? Let's take away the only chance they have to come back in the game. How do they get back in this game? They have to steal a Baron. So we take Baron, we remove the chance for them to steal, and then we're going to take Baron, and then we're going to look to finish from there. I was like, guys, let's heal and then push together. They didn't do that. Instead, Xin Zhao walks into a 1v4, and like everyone on the team's like, get back, get back. What are you doing? Why are you just walking into the middle of their team? So anyway, we're able to extricate ourselves from that situation, thank God. Meanwhile, down here, Sivir is split pushing. So once again, mobility boots and home guard. I'll come down here and I'll actually grab this farm and stop all that from happening. Meanwhile, in mid, our team has managed not to get killed, thank goodness. They're going to go over to Dragon, but Dragon's already dead, so there's no objective for them to grab there. There's really nothing they can do. All they could do is try to take mid, and they don't have minions there. So anyway, we're going to be able to extract ourselves from that particular little quandary. And now finally, we're like, yes, let's group up. We can see their team. Their team should not be here. They should be defending their base. Instead, they're all hanging around in mid. It's like, yes. You know, type into the team, yes, fight. Let's fight this. We're all, you know, as soon as we all get here, we can fight. We have Baron. We're 15k gold ahead. You know, let's fight this battle and win it. So right there, I hit the root on Nautilus. So I've gotten the engage on our team. I am forcing a fight right here. Hecarim will then chase in, and their team's going to look to fight, but oh, this is not a good idea. I'll slow it down here for the big team fight. Fiddlestick's going to ult in. I'm going to toss out more of my flowers. I see him coming in. I'm going to toss out my knockup. And then Hecarim ults as well. So we've got Stranglethorns, we've got the Hecarim ult coming in. Katarina has, I think she has 20 stacks in her Medjais, so she is just going to clean up, and that's a 4 for 0. Very easily won fight. I mean, granted, yeah, we're really far ahead, and we took Baron, but part of it is just forcing the fight and not running around like idiots the entire game. If you noticed, again, we had 5 minutes where we were so far ahead, but we weren't doing anything. You know, we weren't pushing objectives. Everyone was just kind of walking around, not having any clue what to do. So, as I said, I was like, okay, after I died the second time, I'm like, okay, guys, like, let's group up and let's take objectives. So, as you saw, we take Dragon, we ward up the map, we catch their jungler out of position, we take Baron, we force one more team fight, and we win the game. And that's it. Game's over. Even as our team idiotically dives into the fountain, I am just going to hit the Nexus and end this one. I mean, look at that. They get 3 kills at the end of this game. How ridiculous is that? Just pure stupidity. But whatever. Game's over. We won that one, and we win it going away. So let's look then at some of the numbers at the end of this game. You can see the KDA. You can see that Katarina had 22 kills, and we had 47 kills in 32 minutes. Just sheer absurdity, because people are just running around the map with no idea where to go. And the farming stats are pretty awful for just about everyone in this game other than Katarina. But let's look at the global gold then for a second, shall we? If you look down here, yeah, I have more gold than Tristana in this game. I actually have 1,000 more gold than her, and I am 3,000 gold, just shy of 3,000 gold up on our jungler. So this is what I mean about carrying as support. What I mean is, the goal is you get ahead in your lane, you win the lane, get ahead in your lane, set up kills for your AD, try to snowball your AD again, even if your AD doesn't really know what they're doing, like Tristana in this game, that doesn't matter. You set up kills for the AD, you snowball your lane ahead, and then you control the map with wards, and you control objectives on the map. If you can do that, then you're going to win most of the time. I mean, that's going to win you most games. And that's what it's all about. I mean, this is not a game of... Granted, kills are good. Don't get me wrong. You want to get kills in this game. But this game's ultimately not about getting kills. It's about controlling objectives. And if you can lead your team to do that, then you're likely to have success. And I think that this was a good example of carrying as supports. Katarina had a gazillion kills and so on, but a lot of them came after the game had already been snowballed pretty far ahead. And anytime you have more gold than your AD as a support, you're probably doing something right. Okay, so anyway, if you'd like to follow along, if you'd like to watch some of these games, they will be streamed on Twitch. The best way to do that is to subscribe to the Twitch channel. It's listed in the video description. There's also a Google Docs spreadsheet where I'm keeping track of what happens. If you want to check that out, that's linked under the video. Again, until next time, have a great week. See you guys later. And we'll do the YouTube game on Wednesday night. Until then, have a good one. Take care. See you later.